Let's do some jokes.
That went well, Josh.
Now, this is a great joke. This is, I think, just a classic joke. This may have been written by, who's this new boy that I've taken quite an unhealthy interest with?
Black.
Huh?
Scott Black.
Scott Black. Black. Anyways, I really like this Black. See what you think of this joke. If you could just speak this joke out loud into that camera.
Okay.
You don't have to read ahead, or you can if you like.
I'm taking a fascinating class.
Try to, use your comic timing and delivery.
Okay. I'm taking a fascinating class all about the Hollywood freeway.
Oh.
It's called 101 101.
101, 101. 101, 101.
Good joke. That's
pretty good, right?
That's good.
That's pretty good. Here's one. Mrs. Donald J. Trump, fresh from a plagiarism scandal, is facing a different kind of heat. A racy photo spread from 95 has emerged with photos of Melania Trump lying nude in a bed as another naked model embraces her from behind, just below her breasts, which are fully exposed. Another photo shows the other naked model in sheer stockings, a low-cut bustier, and high heels, raising a whip as if preparing to spank Melania, who pretends to recoil. Geez, who does Melania think she is? Mamie Eisenhower? Crowds in Brazil greeted arriving Olympians with signs reading, "Welcome to Hell." Imagine that. Their local chamber of commerce really needs to brush up on the basics. Would you like to do a joke? It's always funny when, because when he started, he sucked at jokes, and no one liked them. But he's getting a lot better.
He's better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just say it into that camera.
All right. There's no hard evidence that flossing helps your teeth much, scientists now say, though they add, it is a great activity for people who enjoy tedious, repetitious drudgery.
Some of them he's gotten better.
Yeah, that was a stumble. That wasn't great.
And that was good. It was good.
Yeah.
You always know a joke's good when the response is, that was good. In lieu of laughter. Oh, what about New York City? Apparently horse manure has taken over New York City. How about that?
Oh.
Isn't that terrible? Yeah. Anyways, there's a joke for the Great Margaret Show.
The heat wave striking New York City this week has led to piles of horse manure to spontaneoely combust. So for the first time in history, you can explain why New York City smells like a flaming pile of horse shit.
Oh, jeez. Only Margaret could have pulled that one out. Who wrote that? You? We let him write 3 jokes a week. My mom was a drug addict, so we had a lot of cookies that she had baked. But you know what her secret was? Love. Ecstasy-induced love. Now, you should read ahead on this one. But I think this would be a good joke for you.
TBS...
Well, you're not reading ahead.
Oh. TBS is developing a Notorious B.I.G.-inspired comedy series, which I guess explains their new slogan, TBS, fucking dog shit.
I don't know. Sometimes you don't want to say that because then TBS will phone you and say, we're interested in what's that, last week, Pope Francis paid a somber visit to Auschwitz, which surprised me because I thought he was one of those fun ghosts. Is he dead? I don't know. In my time, they died. They didn't retire. You know what I mean? Go back to their first love. Jesus. August 4th is the birthday of the great poet Percy Shelley. You like Shelley?
I do.
Yeah. Jazz great Louis Armstrong. Who doesn't like Louis Armstrong? Huh? Well, not you, but it's not personal. It's the entire.
No.
And the day in 1882 that Lizzie Borden grabbed the axe and did her best Paul Bunyan impression, cleaving her father and stepmother's heads like hot grapefruits, because their skulls were split with such precision. It is believed her parents were asleep and therefore didn't suffer. So they say. So anyways.
Was that a joke?
What about this? This is an actual joke.
Okay.
Technically, can be proven to be a joke.
I know I'm not the most attractive. When women look at me, I can tell they're...
You're not the most attractive man in the world.
I know I'm not the most attractive man in the world, but when women look at me...
No, not but. As evidence.
Oh, right. This is to support it. Yeah, this...
I know I'm not the most attractive man.
I know I'm not the most attractive man in the world.
Matter of fact...
When women look at me, I can tell they're overdressing me with their eyes.
That's very good.
Mm-hmm. Good one. That's good.
I don't like doing homeless guy jokes.
Okay.
Fuck those. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
They really need to be made fun of, you know. You guys talk.
Are you going to read all those jokes?
Oh, no. Oh, no. These are just going to go into a pile for use.
Didn't your cousin have trouble during the war on drugs?
My cousin got a Purple Heart during the war on drugs.
Well, that's good.
After he tragically overdosed on cocaine.
Oh. Well, you know, I had a wild night last night, boy. I was in an orgy. It was me, my iPad, my laptop, and TV while my phone watched. It's more of a comment, really.
Yeah, that's more commentary. Comment.
You know, I was raised Catholic, and when people find out, they always assume there was some creepy priest involved, you know. But they never suspect the deacon. Were you raised in a broken home? I heard that from somebody.
Yes, I was raised in a broken home. My father was a drunk carpenter.
That's why we got into the business, right? Jokes.
No.
Do you remember when you were a little girl and were there any who made you laugh, or anybody in movies that made you laugh? Or
Flip Wilson.
Flip Wilson. I've never been on top of trends, I guess. You know, when everybody was burning CDs, I was still burning books. Were people burning CDs for a while?
Yeah.
Yeah, on their computers.
Yeah, it was like making mixtapes.
Yeah, we'd burn a CD.
Huh. I heard about a terrible thing. You ever hear about the guy that burned the Quran? I heard about a guy. He made on his computer 1,000 different Word documents of the Quran, like of PDFs, and he deleted all of them.
Oh, it's like...
Anyways, we better take a break. But you were telling me before the show a story about a sad pizza that you knew. That you were friends with a sad. Pizza. How did you know that pizza was so sad?
I mean, have you heard of the sad pizza?
No.
It cuts itself.
Oh, that is sad.
Thank you for making us laugh for so long and for so long in the future. Now, you have all the jokes. This is where we do the jokes.
Got it.
This is a joke section where you just have to read a joke off a blue card. You don't have to think of a joke.
Good.
Like those other shows?
I'm not Jay.
No, it's automatic.
So what joke would you like Tim to do?
This one seems like it might cover, some of the
I
subject
see.
matter, they're like the little people.
Yes, I got you.
All right. Blue Man Group. It's a long-running off-Broadway show in New York. Men dressed in blue. If you haven't seen it, very annoying. They beat on drums forever. The Blue Man Group has been forced by the federal government to hire an orange man and a purple woman.
Oh, my God.
Dear.
Purple woman.
Sign of the times.
Orange.
Huh?
Orange man and a purple woman.
How about this?
Orange man and a purple
A
woman.
new report from the CDC states that only 1/3 of Americans use condoms, while 2/3 of Americans are still pretty cool.
Get out. Why do you get a good one? That was good.
What?
Whose joke was I just?
What, was that a good
steal
one?
somebody's joke.
He says that's a good
You
one.
can tell.
Ever since Trump's new policy came in, the band Foreigner is scared.
What?
Because of Donald Trump, the band Foreigner is scared.
Oh. The what? I'm sorry.
Because of Trump's immigrant policy that banned foreigners.
The band.
Oh, the band.
I stole that. That's some young guy said that at the Laugh Factory. I think I stole that. But I didn't steal it really because I just admitted that I stole it.
Yeah, and you did it better.
It's confusing because you could hear the phrase banned foreigners, like with foreigners have been banned.
Yeah, me and him both thought banned.
They say curiosity killed the cat, but I don't think we should rule out that shifty-looking kid next door. I was raised in a broken home. My father was a drunk carpenter. Oh, man, this shit is just going south. Oh, something tells me a cock and bull story has a very different meaning in a gay rodeo. Well, this goes along with this stuff I've been doing. Slogans that you say that you don't understand where they came from.
Right.
Colder than a witch's tit.
Yeah.
Whoever measured, whoever actually got a witch down on the ground and said, "Paul, give me that thermometer."
Yeah, it's like the phrase "enough coke to kill a horse."
Right.
What?
Well, the one I got, I did a benefit for veterinarians, vets, and but to get Eastwood laughing, that's good. Then he pulled a gun on me. I like that cock and bull story. I like
Happy as a clam.
Or let the cat out of the bag. For God's sakes, do it. God, you've got a cat. You know you paid too much when it actually cost you an arm and a leg. Where did that even come from?
What about this? Were you ever, when you served time in prison, didn't you?
Good, bring that up. Wow, almost got out of here with that. Yes, I did. Wow. Give me another joke. You know, I'm happy to help out a friend, but the next time my roommate asks for help putting sunscreen, he better be talking about his back. Fool me once.
Oh, no. That was for Adam Egan.
Why would you put
I didn't understand that.
So this is
Here's one for you. Here. Yeah, yeah, that's what it is, of course.
This is a pile.
What's that say?
This is not a good pile.
The person who invented the Frisbee was cremated and made into Frisbees after he died. His body was then spread across roofs and poorly maintained backyards. I hope that's true.
Hey, you know
that's like a Trump tweet.
Right?
Just doesn't make any sense.
You know what's not as easy as we were talking about?
Easy as pie?
Easy as pie. You know what's not easy as pie? Baking a fucking actual pie.
Does it say actually fucking in there? I'm exhausted. My kitchen is a guy. Oh, you did. You ad-libbed in there. That was nice.
There's no use crying over spilt milk.
Yeah,
unless the milk was spilt on your father's fresh corpse right before his funeral.
Too many words. It's not bad. There's no crying over spilt milk.
Concision. I try to tell him. Concision.
Yeah.
That's what I tell him every day. What do I tell you?
Concision.
I say exaggerate, clarify.
Wow. Or where they say tragedy plus time equals comedy.
This is Mr. Candyman over here. He got a lot of ideas, but he ain't got a lot of coke.
Wait a minute.
You weren't sentenced for 650 grams of ideas.
Wow. You do feel better. A New Mexico man was arrested for urinating on a family at a Metallica concert, or as Adam Egget knows, it's called foreplay.
Oh,
it is. Yeah, it is.
Hey, you were talking about
who's Adam Egget?
That's the problem. That's the problem. We forgot to introduce you. But here's a thing you were talking about: how things start, how sayings start.
When I grew up, my family was so poor. Yeah, well, he didn't have a pot to piss in, so he pissed in other people's pots. We'd break into houses the dead of night, find people's pots, and take a giant piss in them because we had accumulated full bladders from holding our urine all day long, waiting to piss in people's pots. Now, literally, if you told this as the character, it's too long, but there's so much meat in there.
Yeah.
It's two separate jokes.
May not be long enough.
I say there's a story there that, you know.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. That's another expression.
Oh boy, here we go. Nothing funny about Nazis. No, you can't even talk. You can't even say Nazis. The only thing about Nazis I've used is.
Wait, I haven't said that.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, but my left big toe is a neo-Nazi. Even worse, my big right toe believes that there should be a gender pay gap. You can't. Hitler's just not funny. Still, it's not enough time. Except he did kill the mustache style.
Allegedly.
Oh, he did?
No, I've been around Aryan Nation guys in prison that would tattoo "fuck you" on their forehead. Still wouldn't go that far.
Right.
But,
They got swastikas everywhere, but they go, no, that's too much.
Who did what?
Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That
For
was
a short
bizarre.
while.
Remember the Hanes commercial?
underwear commercials. He had a...
He tried to bring...
Maybe just that's where it grew.
Probably the last person I expected to try
Isn't
and
it
bring
funny?
back
Charlie
the
Chaplin and Hitler. The only two guys that ever tried that went. That looked good. A little.
I think Hitler took it from Chaplin.
so, too.
Because he was a man of the people. And,
Oh, yeah, and he had the stash, obviously, before the great dictator.
you remember those pictures? Remember that picture
You're thinking about that.
of Hitler? Remember in World War I? He's like...
He was photobombing people. He was the first photobomber. He was very. Yeah, they did a musical about the Armenian slaughter. What is the matter with you?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
A
Disney?
group of crows is called a murder. A group of unicorns is called a blessing, and a group of cows is called my in-law.
Good night. you screwed it up, and it's still okay.
Yeah,
You just sold it at the
I
end.
tried, right?
I need one.
Well, you don't like children, so this might be
I didn't say
perfect.
that. I said I don't like you. Do you have children?
You said you don't like children.
Did I?
So many times. So many times.
Did I say that? I exaggerate to clarify.
When did you not say
A
that?
hippo's mouth is wide enough to fit in a 4-foot tall child. Really? I like hippos. Unfortunately, after measuring the hippo's mouth, almost all the children were eaten.
What?
A hippo's mouth is wide
doesn't
enough
make
to fit a
sense,
4-foot tall child.
Okay.
Unfortunately, after measuring the hippo's mouth, almost all the children were eaten.
Look, I know the Bible says not to covet thy neighbor's wife.
Right.
But it doesn't say a damn thing about coveting thy neighbor's husband, especially a sweet, hot fucking asshole.
This is sweet hot. Is that in there? You just toss all that stuff in there. But it is true. It does anything about coveting thy neighbor's husband. Huh? You make a good point, Norm.
Well, what about women? Young
This show's
women,
going- what?
Young women?
The Statue of Liberty is setting a bad example for young women. When times get tough, you just can't stand motionless for centuries holding a torch.
It's true.
You
What
got a
about
point.
this? What about this, Pally?
Or wear a dress and have people walk
Steve
around.
O'Donnell, the man behind the cameras, now on camera.
Steve won't do it.
I'm really more of a booster.
All right.
Are you, Steve?
Artifacts from Auschwitz are set to go on tour for the first time.
You guys won't stop.
Experts believe that this will be Miley Cyrus's darkest opening act yet.
Wow.
Oh, this is almost
I
perfect.
might open with that in Vegas. That'll get the crowd walking out.
I'm going to let the great Tim Allen,
Experts believe
one of the best joke tellers to ever live.
I don't know Jay or
Jay is amazing.
he's an amazing joke teller.
Jay,
Funniest guy on the planet though is Marty Short.
yeah. I agree with that.
Marty Short. I can't be around him.
Christ.
Constant.
Hurts me.
Yeah.
But he's not a
Can't
stand-up.
stop. Can't help himself.
But
Isn't that weird that he's not a stand-up?
He's not a stand-up. We did The View, he and I, for a movie we did together, and the first time ever those women
trying
were
to remember that
speechless. I
movie.
mean, we owned that show. He's so freaking funny. We did a whole bit in the makeup trailer about all the theater we'd done. We
remember
haven't
that
done
movie.
any. Because everything's a theater play.
The Jiminy Glick is so hilarious.
I did that.
He can say,
You know what's great about him, too?
horrible shit to you,
Yeah.
and his chin was coming off. And when I did it, this whole piece, and I kept going, and he wouldn't come out of character. And I said, but this is all coming out. Your name again? Who are you? He's horrible. He's a horrible man. but
Yeah,
funny.
somebody told me, I don't know, maybe Steve Martin or somebody said, oh, yeah, that's Marty being Marty. Like,
Yeah.
Final joke. I hold in my hand
Karnak.
the final joke. Now you're supposed to all applaud.
Well, that's Karnak. Well, when you ask for it, it's not worth it.
May a dog in heat romance your leg in the month of September. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is the final joke. Now I want you to read ahead.
All right, read ahead.
Read ahead, so you get it all.
All right, a new study finds
And
that
hold on. Before he finishes, because I want to end with a big joke by one of the greatest joke tellers ever lived.
Leno's on his way in.
And so I'll say thank you very much to Tim Allen for gracing our show.
Hey, you guys are great. Thanks.
Here it is. There's the camera right
That's
there.
a camera. She just brought it from home. These are the smallest cameras I've ever seen. Listen, a new study finds that men are more likely to blame stress from work as a contributor to their poor mental health, while women are more likely to jabber on about something or other. Why do you give me that one? I'll say,
I'm not saying.
give those cards and letters.
Sometimes, our guests aren't that funny.
Sure.
So we write jokes.
Right.
So, would you like to read one?
Yeah.
That's for you.
I'll play along.
A little louder.
This one, I don't know in this era. They announced there's going to be another Twilight movie, and the little girl inside of me is really excited.
I made a bad business decision, Adam Egan. Started an online business. You know what I sold? Brick and mortar.
It's pretty good. I like you gave it something, too.
I gave a little bit. Hey, listen, I may not have book smarts, but you know what I have? Supermarket flyer smarts. You know where I got them? From reading a lot of supermarket flyers.
That can't be one of the jokes, is it?
Jesus.
Dude.
Did you ever think...
I smell a mass firing. Is this going to go down as a test show?
No.
You better fucking air it.
Listen, did you ever think that I wanted to...
Jesus Christ. Test show. I'm being tricked.
Hey, a new study shows 37% of people talk to their car. It's the first study ever conducted by the International Organization of David Hasselhoff. Listen, David Spade, it was great to have you on the show. Thanks a lot, everybody. How about that? Jokes for them, just so in case. So do you want? Would you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll start with Adam Egan. He'll read a joke.
Okay. I wear my hair in a big man bun to compensate for my tiny man hot dog.
Cocktail wiener.
Oh, that's much
Pretty
better.
good. That was much
Change
better.
that.
No, I will.
I don't think this is going to do much better. The president of ESPN says he quit the network because he was being extorted over his cocaine use. Cocaine also explains why fuck it. Here's a joke for the great Drew Barrymore, maybe our finest comic actress.
Oh, you are.
Drew.
Did you know every planet in our solar system is named after a god?
I did not know that.
Except Earth, which is named after all that stuff on the ground. Okay, can I keep this?
You got
I love this.
Every day, Drew, I try to expand my vocabulary by using new words to give my arguments more verisimilitude. Today's word is expand.
I don't get it.
I love people that say they don't get it because, you know, sometimes you tell a joke and they go, and then you explain it to them and then they go, I don't like it. You don't get to not like it. You didn't fucking get it. Okay. Here you go, Adam.
You're too stupid to like it.
My father urged me to pursue my passion. That's why I'm here. I had to go into showbiz to make all the money I lost designing and marketing neckerchiefs.
It's always a good idea to stutter on the final word. You know, Drew, call me old-fashioned, but I long for the days when wives stayed at home and only cost 3 goats.
I get that one.
It was fantastic to have you here.
Thank you.
I've still got this joke. That's so sweet, honey. So here's your joke. Now, I want you to read ahead, and then as soon as you finish the joke, me and Adam Egan are going to rush out there and sing a little song.
You got it.
Okay, but read ahead.
Fuck it up.
Read ahead.
Nobody...
No, read ahead.
What do you mean?
Like read silently, read ahead. So.
Oh.
Yeah. But before she reads it, just thank.
Thank you so much for being here.
So kind of you to come. Here is the final joke.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Am I waiting for you or are you waiting for me?
I'm waiting for you.
I finished.
You? Oh, no, you read. Drew Barrymore, everybody, give her a hand.
For a part-time actor and feeding himself.
Hey, what about this joke? If you can't handle me when I'm covered in the blood of a boar I've just sacrificed to the gods, then you do not deserve me during the bountiful harvest that will result. So here's the time in the show where we do jokes. And, you know, Dave doesn't even need jokes because he just says stuff and then everyone laughs.
Yes.
So here's a joke. Do you want to read the first joke?
Do I have to read them?
Yeah.
I mean,
no, you don't have to do anything.
If this is what is part of the thing, yeah.
Where are my
I'll do a bad joke first, though. If Earth hasn't been visited by
Every other guest has done this?
Yeah. If Earth hasn't been visited by super intelligent aliens, then who made all those inexplicable, perfectly strong... okay.
Yeah.
And then this is yours.
So the idea is I get 2/3 of the way, fuck it up.
No. No, you do your best.
I was once trapped on a desert island, and to be honest, the 5 albums I brought didn't help a goddamn thing. That's a very popular, long-running show in Great Britain.
British presenters, especially in the 90s, especially children presenters, turned out to be a cult of much evil. I don't want fancy things or fancy schmancy things. I don't even want fancy schmancy wancy things or fancy schmancy take a trip to Francie things. What I want is wasting your time and mine.
You're an infant.
Here, you read one.
A lot of people have... sorry, I'm a little nervous. I already fucked it up.
No, you didn't. Come on.
A lot of people are excited for self-driving cars, and so am I. Finally, I'll feel what it's like to kill without having any personal responsibility.
I had this conversation earlier today. We were on one of the freeways.
Yeah.
And I just posed the question, have we really verified the advantage, what it is for self-driving cars? Like you're...
Those things don't work out.
I'm not coming back, Norm.
Now he read the joke.
I don't think we're coming back either.
Don't say that at me. Here's the joke.
TV pitch, 3 words, young Gene Shalit.
I'd watch that. I would watch.
They are going to have to lease editing equipment for this show.
Oh, no, by the way, we have to go, Dave.
Yes.
We have to go.
Yeah.
But we made a song up to sing.
Oh,
what about
God.
this? Not for you to sing, though. You can just watch us. Male authors are obsessed. This is what, going back to I don't know, Updike and Hemingway. Male authors have been, Anyways, male authors do tend to be obsessed with female bodies. Male authors obsessed with female bodies. Going on and on about webbed feet and soft insulated. I'm sorry, that's male otters. No, Dave, no. Dave Letterman, everybody. How could it end like that? He walked out of the show.
You walked Letterman.
We walked Letterman, baby. The clock on the wall. Here's where we do the jokes. These are jokes that we just write them out on blue cards, and all we do is we say the jokes.
Okay.
So I'll do one just so you get the idea. I like my movies like I like my pasta. Meatballs, too. Okay, go.
I can't stand stuck-up bodies of water.
Is that right?
It's like, get over yourself, Lake Superior.
Get this, Jane. When I was a kid, I walked in on my parents having sex. It was the most embarrassing half hour of my life. This is what I saw. I walked in.
Your mom is lucky.
I walked in. I take after my father. Here's one for you.
You have a great profile.
I'm blushing. Really?
Oh.
Yeah. Turns out, it's, you know who you look like in profile? Brando.
Oh.
Marlon Brando?
Yeah.
Towards the end?
I'm not kidding.
What does Brando sound like? Can you do an impression of Marlon?
No, I can't do impressions.
I bet you can.
No.
Try Marlon Brando.
I can't.
Try.
No, I don't.
Try
I don't.
just for fun.
Stella!
Marlon Brando from Streetcar Named Desire. Jane, if you fight fire with fire, there's only one winner. America's powerful fire lobby.
Who writes these? My favorite NCAA teams all happen to be colors: Auburn, Navy, Sienna, and hot bubblegum pink.
Oh, they're very good, yes. They. You want to say it again?
No.
Oh, here's something interesting. You don't have to hold on to that.
I'm just trying to believe that somebody actually wrote that as a joke.
My palm reader told me that I have nice hands. Maybe the nicest hand she's ever seen. Also, on Friday, I'm going to get hit by a train. But anyways, we have 2 more jokes. And then we're off to Vegas. Okay, so you can pick the joke like magic. Okay, I'll do the first, because then you'll do the last, and then, let's be honest, most people you ever see go skinny dipping are more actually going dipping. Let's just be. And now, Jane Fonda will do the last joke, so say your joke. And before you say your joke, Jane Fonda, everybody! Right here! How about that? Oh my God, they love you. They love you. Can I kiss you?
If I could add one president to Mount Rushmore, it would be James Polk, because I'm interested to know what he looked like.
What did he look like? Let's do our song. Okay, this is the segment, Chevy. We don't always have world-class comedians like you on the show. We often have people that aren't funny. So we write jokes. We write jokes, and then we tell the jokes. And then, we all do it. Like Adam Eagle will read a joke. Go ahead, Adam.
Yeah, sure. So try to imagine how different our world would be if Mumford had remained childless.
Fad Mumford?
Fad.
Fad.
Fad?
Shut up. Okay, next.
I've been jogging for a few months now, Chevy, and you might like to know that I recently set a personal record for a 5-mile run. 3 miles. But let me say this first. I am a gifted but self-taught composer.
Why don't you just wipe your mouth a little? Making me fucking sick.
Chevy, I am going to challenge you to do not John Belushi, but just get a laugh by going to sneeze, by putting that on your mouth. Just anything that comes to your mind. Help me! It's amazing. And thank you so much for being here, my friend. It was a great pleasure. Done? We are after you tell the jokes, but I just want you to get your due from the crowd.
Thank you.
And now the final joke by Chevy Chase.
To me, perfect sex is like a car wash. You start by lining up right and going in slow, and you finish when 3 Mexican dudes run up and furiously towel you off.
Chevy Chase, everybody, let's sing a song. Here's your first joke. Should I start? Maybe I should start.
You should.
Yeah, I should start. This is not a great joke. I shouldn't editorialize. A storm picked up eggs and milk over the Rockies and is now battering the Midwest. It's a terrible. So that's not much of a joke.
That was the one you were going to give me to start it?
No, I was going to give you this one.
Jeez.
This one I like very much.
Okay, and do I have to do it with such gusto?
Oh, no.
Now, I ain't saying she's a gold digger.
You're not saying she's a gold digger.
But she does have several shovels, picks, and panning sluices strapped to her burrow.
Oh, well. She may, in fact, be a gold digger.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Here, you read one.
Do you know what they are?
They're jokes.
No, man. Have you read them before? I get
nobody's allowed to look at it. Read it.
If you're one of those people who complains that CVS receipts are too long, you are going to fucking hate books.
Why do you swear? Why do you swear? You need to swear? What about this one?
Is there a curse in that one?
No, but...
Wearing glasses doesn't always make you smarter. For example, you must wear them on your face. I'm missing it.
Well, if you wear it on another part of your body.
You must wear them on your face.
Ridiculous.
So I had to deliver that with a little bit more ignorance.
It's hard. I guess you should. I guess you probably should push face.
Like that was like an important thing. Like
Try it now, and just give everything to that one word, face.
Okay. Wearing glasses doesn't always make you look smarter. For example, you must wear them on your face.
No, nailed it.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's very good. These donkey shows.
I feel like that's a pity laugh. Definitely this area was a pity. That was a pity. There was a couple genuine over there.
Sure.
Okay, M9. Take everything you know about bread and throw it out the window. Okay? Did you do that?
I did.
Great. Now, let me tell you about a little invention I made. Bread. It's all fun. Hey, who's this graffiti artist who draws chalk outlines of people in the bad parts of town? I like it. I like it. Yeah, once, if you're sitting around with your thumb up your ass, how could you possibly think you were doing nothing? It just doesn't make... Read this a little bit in advance, and I think this might be the last joke. Oh, how about this while you're reading? Prison rapes are delicious. Prison rapes. Well, I'm sorry. Prison crepes. But this is sort of an interest. This is sort of a joke and a Zen koan all in one. Listen to this one. And then right after you do this one, we're going to, the show's over, we're going to run over here and sing a song for 10 seconds if you would be nice enough to just wait for that.
Okay.
Now, but first, before M. Night reads, or Night I call it, reads his final joke, do you like him or what? They loved you.
Thank you for having me.
They loved you.
You guys are so sweet.
They loved you, and I can't wait to see. I loved Split. I saw it last night. It was fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Here we go, and everybody should see Split.
And
God damn,
Glass
it's good.
in 2009.
January of 19.
Oh, can't wait.
Here's the final joke.
Final joke. The inside of the human body is more of a miracle than you'd first think.
Even more of a miracle than you'd first think. Why is that?
Since everything goes on in there in total darkness.
Well, you never. What? Wait, no. Oh, cut it!
That can't be the way we end.
No.
I read it 3 times wondering if that was going to happen. And it happened as I saw it was going to happen.
Here's a very, very,
Give me a
this is
guaranteed
almost,
one.
Okay.
This is guaranteed. Give me a guarantee.
A joke in the spirit of M. Night Shyamalan. We're in M. Night Shyamalan to produce jokes rather than films. The joke might read something like this.
A lot of people stress out about getting crow's feet, but personally, I would be more concerned about their long, razor-sharp beaks.
Oh, my Lord! Let's do the song! What do you say? As funny as you are, so we write their jokes so they can say jokes.
Oh, okay.
But I thought this would be cool for you because it's the greatest joke teller ever, maybe, right? Okay, so here you go, Michael. Don't ever read it ahead, though. Should be a little louder, also.
Oh, gotcha, okay. No, I thought there was another thing, really. So this would be...
Oh, you think that? No, we'll get it.
No, I like it.
Okay.
Yeah, was it true? Yeah. Boy, how my mom worked all day, cared for me, put food on the table, and killed all those drifters is really something.
But this one,
joke.
You have to read ahead on this one.
See?
Because this requires a little bit of... This requires performance.
No one ever said.
Because here's the thing. You have to then repeat those 3 words with a little bit of an accent.
Give me one.
I swear this will kill you.
Huh?
I swear this is going to kill. We're going to cut this part out.
Okay.
So, you see, he's a Russian guy that works at the fair. Right? Life is fair.
Okay.
That's all he thinks in life,
Okay.
He just knows.
Okay, we're back. I had a little coaching session, so I hope
this will crush so hard.
I hope I come through for you.
Watch how big they laugh.
No one ever said life is fair, except for that Russian guy who worked at the fair. Life is fair. How about that for a Russian accent?
That was fucking awesome. That was so great. Hey, what about this? I want to coach a little person to become an eating contest champion, and I want to name him Noam Chomsky. What about this, man?
This is very good. Wait, ready? Sorry, let me do it. The most disturbing thing about Disneyland is seeing all those smiling people walking around wearing Mickey Mouse's severed scalp. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, I want the band to play me off. All right, am I done?
I had the best joke.
Oh, all right.
I was saving for you.
God, I don't know. I want to go off on that.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to do. I'm going to give you...
That was strong.
This is strong.
Right.
I would not lead you down a path astray. Okay. So I'm going to give you the strongest joke. I'll do one, so it'll be a palette. Okay. When Mozart would sit down to compose... this will be good for your son.
Okay.
When Mozart would sit down to compose a new piano concerto, he'd first pause, close his eyes, and say to himself, I better make this as hard as fuck to play. Oh, I thought that wouldn't work that well. Okay. Okay, this is the best joke for the best comedian that I've ever witnessed. And here it is. And then, and also, thank you, Mr. Keaton.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
And here it is.
Red Bull for
right to that camera, right there.
All right. I wonder who's buried in the grave of the guy who invented the old switcheroo.
Hit it, boy! Yeah. Oh, that's good.
That's good.
I like
good
that
for me, yeah.
All right, we're back with Billy Joe Shaver. Now, this is the part of the show, Billy Joe, where we read jokes.
Am I slobbering again?
No, you're not. We read jokes off blue cards.
Okie dokie.
So you want to start?
Why not?
Why not? Here's a joke.
Okay.
You can read that.
I don't fat shame women because you can't judge a book by its cover. Of course, it's too damn thick. Nobody's going to read it.
Billy Joe, what about this one? This might sound crazy, but...
Yeah. You're right. Bad news for e-cigarette users. You look fucking stupid.
Strangely, the word Bell is in the inventor of the telephone's name, Alexander Graham Bell. Similar to the inventor of the fax machine's name, Benedict Thomas Plot. What about this?
All right. Words cannot describe your beauty, Adam Eggett, but numbers can. You're a 4. But relax, you got a 5 head.
You got a 5 head.
It's funny and accurate.
Hey. I'll give you the last one. Are you ready?
I never was, but yeah.
Now, first of all, let me say this has been a real two-holer of an interview. And give him a big hand, Billy Joe Shaver.
That's a mystery, man. It's a mystery.
Billy Joe will be doing the last joke.
All right. A bird in the hand is a good way to get bird flu, you fucking asshole. Get away from me, go wash your fucking hands.
Yeah, Billy Joe, baby! Let's sing, Adam.
All right. That hurt.
Well, let's get to a very important thing.
What was the important thing?
Huh? So we're just gonna be. I'll read the first joke just to. Chess players think checker players are dumb, but I love playing checkers. Plus, the red ones are tasty.
I do like that one.
This is our cold close. This one is good, though. This one is good.
Oh, you want me to read it?
Yeah.
Nobody tells me what I can or can't eat, least of all some guy whose job is labeling packets of silica gel.
Do you know what silica gel is?
No. Is this like a regular feature?
Yeah. Because structure is so important. So you know how we end the show, right, Lauren?
No, I don't know. I've never seen the show.
You've never seen this show?
Been on yet?
What hasn't been on yet?
How would I have seen it?
No, that's true.
I've heard about it, of course.
Yeah, but what we do is me and Adam Egan. This is Adam Egan.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
And this is Lauren Michaels, everybody. We go up here and we sing a song into the camera.
Jeez.
And then if you were just be kind enough to sit in your chair, it'll only take 20 seconds.
Okay, go ahead.
One more time for Lauren, though. Come on, seriously. Well, I see by the clock on the wall that it's time to bid you one and all. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
So long.
So long.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Adieu.
Adieu.
Be good.
Stay well.
Bye-bye.
Keep warm.
Relax.
At ease.
Take care.
Stay loose.
Adieu, mon vieux.
A la prochaine.
Goodbye
Until
when we meet again. All right, thank you so much, Lauren.